Ito ang Broad Stream Cast Communicators, ang naiba at kakaibang plataforma sa digital broadcast. Mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao hanggang sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Broad Stream Cast Communicators, ang sandigan ng sambayanan mula sa walang labis at walang kulang na pagbabalita, paglilingkod, maglalahad ng mga mapagbuong komentaryo at usaping pambayan para sa kapakanan ng karamihan. Broad Stream Cast Communicators, tuwirang maglilingkod ngayon hanggang sa susunod na henerasyon. Buhay Online, Chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, Chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating Techie Mommy, si Jaye C. Bautista.
Hello. Happy Friday, everyone. And I'd like to greet Nona Ko, my schoolmate and elementary schoolmate from Stella Maris. Nona Ko, who's watching. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Friday, everyone. And yun na nga, sa maraming tao, TGIF. And for me, wala namang much of a difference ang weekend or weekday to me because every day is a working day, work from home. Most of us are working from home. But of course, our lives are what we make it. So tayo na ang bahalang maggawa ng weekend for us or how we celebrate or how we spend our weekends depends on us. Of course, we're still all week. We were on the subject of adapting to this new normal. Kung paano tayo nabubuhay. Because in retrospect, it's been a year since the pandemic. And pinag-usapan natin kung paano nagtathrive ang mga negosyo, paano nagtathrive ang mga tao sa pamumuhay nila itong pandemya na to. And we've been talking about that. We've even had experts in business and as guests, Ms. Jenny Bautista Winnicky was a guest to talk about yung mga industries or mga negosyo na naapektuhan itong pandemya and how we can survive and move on from it, right? Kasi of course, this is something that nobody expected. No one expected the pandemic to ruin everyone's plans noong 2020. We never really imagined such a thing happening to us in our lifetime, right? And whether we like it or not, siyempre, we have to be ready to think that hindi na tayo pwedeng bumalik to the way things were. Aminin na natin, COVID-19 has changed the way we live in more ways than one. So much that we are all forced to live this new normal. Actually, and we were saying that hindi na tayo pwedeng mag-solve, hindi na tayo pwedeng magmukmok, kasi ang dapat natin gawin is pakita ang resilience ng Filipino. And we have shown that. This past year has been grueling. This past year has been trying. It's been very, very rigorous and strenuous for a lot of us. Maraming nawalan ng trabaho all over the world, right? As early as now, dapat nating, by now, kailangan na nating ma-familiarize yung sarili natin sa mga pagbabago sa ating buhay. Pero of course, hindi madaling gawin, hindi madaling ginawa. And it's a fact that a lot of us are still coping, are still trying to get used to this new normal way of life. Yun nga yung paano yan natin, how do we cope with this in the workplace and in our lives? Yan ang pinag-usapan natin itong buong linggo na to. Because ano ba yung new normal? Diba? Ito nga yung new normal is the fact that limited ang ating paglabas-labas ng bahay, only to essentials. And ito nga recently, the surge of the infections dumami. Like today or kahapon, 5,000 plus na naman ang nadagdag na infections sa Philippines. And yun, alam naman natin, nagalit ng presidente pag narinig na ganyan. And their rumor has it, there's talks that we might revert back to ECQ if we don't improve this end of this month of March. Pero kaya nga please, okay? And which means, of course, if we revert to ECQ, diba? Anong ibig sabihin nun? It refers to, it means temporary measures that mean na mas limited ang movement ng tao, limited ang transportation, limited ang travel, limited ang negosyo, maapektuhan na naman ang cash flow ng mga business people, okay? Right now, the Metro Manila is under GCQ, but here in Pampanga, where I am from now, it is modified GCQ, modified GCQ kami, and GCQ sa Metro Manila. Pero yun na nga, pagka hindi tumigil yung pag-spread, gagawing ECQ. This is the strictest lockdown and quarantine. Yung may curfew na naman, tapos yung age group ng pwedeng lumabas, yan na naman. So please, let's contain this virus. Sabi nga nila, walang paatong virus na to. It's only transported and transmitted through people. And that's why yung public gatherings and social gatherings, please, let's curtail it. Let's limit it. Pero kasi nga, di ba, nung nag-ease down ng lockdown, parang piyesta lahat ng tao, all of a sudden, feeling talaga wala ng COVID. Some even want to believe that this COVID is not real. Pero, you know, you guys, unless it happens to you and someone you know, dun nyo lang siguro marirealize kung ganong ka-serious and ganong ka-real ito. And I've had 4 friends who've passed away because of COVID-19, two in the Philippines and 2 in America. Yung sa Amerika, sa California, within 3 weeks of each other, two of my girlfriends have died in America because of COVID-19. And paano nila nakuha yung COVID-19? I think isa nag-attend ng party or isa naman nag-visit sa old folks home. But anyway, this is something that's very real, right? Na hindi natin pwedeng i-discount o isa-isang tabi. And yun na nga, paano tayo namuhay, right? Paano tayo namuhay itong past year? We are still here, we're still alive. Nag-restart ang economy ng June, nagbukas ang mga negosyo, mga mall, pero yun na nga, after a while, masyado nang nag-relax sa mga tao and feeling nila wala ng virus, kaya naging complacent na at saka wala nang pakialam, hindi na nagmamask or nag-gather. So please, tulungan natin yung situation, alright? So we talked about that, how people have thrived in this new normal, okay? Business operations in the new normal, kasi businesses had drastic changes everywhere. Yun na nga, nung binuksan yung nag-restart ang economy natin, binuksan ng mga negosyo, of course, yung mga mall nagbukas, pero limited pa rin talaga ang tao na pumunta sa mall, hindi na pupuno. Kasi nga, bawal rin. Pinapatay yung aircon para mag-standby sa mall. My own sister alone, our family businesses are franchises of food chains, and we have had to close 200 franchisees and franchises all over Metro Manila. Of course, nag-offer naman ng tulong yung mga mall by I think waiving the rent or extend ang loans or something. Pero kasi it's very hard to fend nowadays sa loob ng mall. Kung ikaw ang negosyo mo sa mall, franchisee ka na, I've seen through the year, last year, na nagbukas yung mga restaurants, yung mga iba tong restaurants na to, yung kinakainan namin talaga sa Marikina, nasa Marikina pa ako noon. Tapos the next week, pagpunta, sarado na. Kasi nga, hindi kakayanin yung overhead, right? Para bang nagbukas ka lang para bayaran yung rent sa mall, na of course, alam natin, yung mga kiosk or mga businesses or restaurants sa mall or even tindahan, merong porsyento pa rin kinukuha doon aside from the rent yung mall owner, right? Tapos babayaran mo yung empleyado mo. Hindi naman napupuno yung mall, so konti lang ang tao. Yung foot traffic, limited. So, businesses inside the mall have suffered talaga and opened and closed, through the years. At yun nga, yung sa sister ko, my sister and her husband, George Winnicky, they're part of Kalye Negosyo and Go Negosyo. And they've been mentoring people all across the Philippines for free. Yung Kalye Negosyo, they help people start up their businesses. Kunyari, ang product mo, kamote or potatoes, they help you develop those products, pati marketing-wise, pati itsura-wise, how to package that's their mentoring, right? And sila rin, they started Potato Corner, and they developed Waffle Time, Marina Restaurants, marami. Pero ang current negosyo nila is Tokyo Tempura. Yun na nga, yung mga Tokyo Tempura branches, yung mga iba nagsara, but some opened. Last year, sa pandemya, they were able to open 24 new franchisees ng Tokyo Tempura. This is in coordination sa kanilang bayanihan. Hindi pala bayanihan. Ano ba tawag doon? Basta they had a kapit-pisig project wherein they offered the Tokyo Tempura franchise for free. Maghanap lang kayo ng lugar na wala sa mall para magtayo ng branch ng Tokyo Tempura. And lately talaga, here sa Pampanga, nakita ko talaga along the highway, dumadami na yung nagsusprout yung mga kiosk ng mga franchises, or even if hindi franchise, kung ano man, nag-fishball or nagtitinda ng takoyaki or nagtitinda ng tako, doon sila along the highway kasi hindi, yung mga, for example, yung landowner sa harap ng kali na yon, nag-charge lang sila ng minimal rent. So this is a way that, to restart the business and the economy and help is putting up new businesses. Kung sa pandemic na to, nakita natin itong nangyayari, right? Pero yun na nga, nagtitinda ng pagkain. Food, of course, has been a negosyo na nag-proliferate itong pandemic last year and until now. Of course, food delivery, because limited nga ang paglabas-labas mo ng bahay, and it's advised to not really go out partying and socializing. Kung pwede, sa bahay ka lang. Yun na nga, yung pag-order ng pagkain, naging big deal talaga ang negosyo na yan. Lala Move, Grab Express, Food Panda, what have you. Yung mga riders, nagkaroon ng mga bagong trabaho, mga driver ng motorcycle, delivery, it has proliferated through the years. Okay? Ang mga naapektuhan kasi na industries, of course, healthcare, pharmacy, ang mga essentials lang talaga ang pinayagang talagang magtuloy-tuloy last year. It's yung healthcare, yung pharmacies, yung food manufacturing, yung supply chains, and groceries were operating pa rin nung sa lockdown. Pero of course, ang naapektuhan ay ang mga business establishments like hotels, travel agencies, travel industry, tsaka yung mga mall, right? Pero we've moved on from that, okay? Nag-start ang mga small businesses, okay? Dahil sa pandemic na ito, we have seen small and new businesses pop up. And a lot of this is online, right? Ang mga tips to start a small business, micro, small, and medium businesses are among kasi the hardest hit sector ng COVID-19, di ba? Kasi it's temporary shutdowns, mass layoffs nangyari. And tapos yung ating cash flow and cash resources were put to a test because yung mga iba hindi tayo handa sa pandemya na to. Okay? So, anong kailangan gawin, right, for businesses to stay afloat these difficult times, right? From cost-cutting measures to MSME loans, okay, yan ang mga nangyari nitong pandemic. MSME loans were given by the government and by private entities, private investors. In this pandemic, we had to find ways to cut our costs, right? Para sa mga negosyante. We were able to review our financial statements, or if hindi niyo pa nagagawa, gawin niyo na ngayon, and compare your current cash flow, sales, and profits to last year's data. Okay, this will give you a clear idea of how much your business has gone down or maybe up for some, right? You might, at saka yun na nga, like Miss Jenny said the other day, like meron silang chain of Tokyo Tempura. Hindi nila iniisip na mag-discontinue ang negosyo. In fact, they put it online, okay? Yun na nga, it brought about businesses of, even branded companies like Jollibee, Chowking, and all those, they offer packages online, like party packages, Yun nga, doon sa Toki Tempura, there's a tempura making kits. You have to be creative. Yun ang nangyari, right? You have to be creative about your business, and you have to rethink. You had to rethink your business plan. Regarding finances, yan, tingnan nyo yung business expenses nyo. Knowing what you should be budgeting, okay, helps you maximize your revenues and minimize your losses. So, ayan ang ating kailangan ginawa no? I-examine ang sarili natin, isipin ko anong pwede natin gawin. Okay, never mind yung nawala. Hindi naman sa never mind, right? I mean, stop worrying about it, but instead, think of what you have to work with now and how you can improve, right? And how you can move forward. Yan ang importante. And this is what we're doing. We have moved forward. It's been a year, and marami pa rin talaga ang nagsa-thrive or natutong mag-thrive sa gantong klaseng ekonomiya at pandemya. Okay? So, there might be certain business costs that you're excessively spending on. So, examine your finances and your costs. For example, nung araw, office rental, tsaka yung utilities nyo nagda-drain ng finances. Eh ngayong most people are working from home, like sa sister ko nga, yung commissary lang nila ang pinupuntahan at konti lang ang tao doon. But some of their employees, or most of their employees work from home, especially yung mga sa opisina, right? Yung mga admin. Consider, if ayaw, kung hindi kayo nag-work from the house, consider using a co-working space. Uso ngayon yan na nag-share ng workspace. Even nag-share ng tindahan, right? Kasi uso na ang co-branding. Dalawang klaseng, kunyari, dalawang klaseng pagkain or food franchise sa isang rental space. Uso ngayon yan po. Kasi nga co-work. Because sa pandemic, kailangan din mag-cut ng cost. So, pwede tayo mag-share ng rent with somebody. Okay? Kasi if you've been planning to expand your business, consider putting it on hold muna, because your priority right now is how to overcome the crisis by operating on a lean budget sa existing business niya. Okay? Tapos ano pa? Sa pandemya, nagkaroon tayo ngayon ng mga negotiation regarding our mga utang at saka yung mga binabayaran natin. Nagbigay ng ayuda ang gobyerno, nagbigay din ng ayuda yung mga private companies, mga bankos na, di ba? Yung winave yung ibang mga charges or binabaan even yung mga utilities. We were given more time to pay for the bill, and at saka yung walang mga late fees, saka pati rin yung mga InstaPay. Dati walang charge yung pag-ibang bangko, pero of course back to my charge na 25 pesos lang naman kung hindi mo ka-bangko, right? At this time kasi, we had to reach out to our lessors, our suppliers, yun na nga din, our lenders. Everybody had to cooperate and coordinate and be mindful and be considerate, no? Kung yung utang natin sa ating mga suppliers, di ba? They eased up on it also. At the same time, nagkaroon talaga ng bayanihan. Yung bayanihan as in B-U-Y, not B-A-Y, no? Kasi we were supporting each other's businesses. Nakakitaan ito ng mga tao naging more kind in this pandemic and more mindful of other people. Tsaka supportive po tayo lahat sa isa't isa dahil nakita natin yung pag-support natin sa mga online negosyo na mga pop-up stores. We buy from each other, we order from each other, and support. Okay? Kasi naman, pati yung mga, as for commercial rentals, the bayanihan to heal as one act, yan, granted a 30-day grace period to SMEs that temporarily closed down during the ECQ. Without interest, yun na nga, without penalties, fees, and other charges. Ito, in retrospect, itong nangyari. Under the law kasi, lessors who refuse to provide a 30-day grace period, we're gonna be fined 10,000 to 1 million and jailed for at least 2 months kung di sila nagbigay ng ganong ayuda sa kanilang mga lessors or mga renters. So, ayun ang malaking tulong na nangyari nung last year. Moreover pa, ang DTI guidelines on commercial rent suggested that other arrangements to lessen the financial impact on the lockdown to these MSMEs. Naging considerate naman ng gobyerno natin at yung mga business, yung mga owners ng mga establishments, ng mga rentals, no? And last year, these measures included totally or partially waiving rents for I think at least 1 or 2 months, right? Offering discounted rent and renegotiating the lease contracts. Yun nga ang nangyari, like sa sister ko and their business. Kaya lang nga, nung when they were asked to open again sa mall, medyo mahina yung kinikita because nga sa trickle ng tao, yung people traffic po. Kung konti hindi napupuno ang mall, so hindi mo naaabot or ano ka lang, break even. So, yan, ang tuloy it brought about opening businesses outside of the mall. Okay? Ano pang nangyari last year regarding that? Securing funding through MSME loans. Okay? You know, pag nagawa nyo na yun, na-exhaust nyo na yun, syempre, meron din mga private lenders na nangyari. Okay? So, maraming tulong ang nangyari last year. There was that pondo sa pagbabago ng pag-asenso, which was the P3. Sino ang pwede nag-apply nun last year? Micro-enterprises operating for at least 1 year with an asset size of up to 3 million. Ang loan is between 5,000 to 200,000 pesos. Ang interest rate noon was 1.5% per month. Okay? Yun yung P3 loan. Ano pa? COVID-19 P3 Enterprise Rehabilitation Fund. Ito yung ERF. Sino ang naka-avail nun? Micro and small businesses operating for at least 1 year before March 2020 and have suffered a loss or drastic reduction in sales dahil sa pandemya. Ang loan amount na pinautang noon, 10,000 to 200,000 pa rin with an asset size of 3 million. Up to 500,000 for small businesses with an asset size of 10 million. Ang interest, 0.5. Okay? So, yan ang mga, pati yung land bank din, nagpa-loan din ng land bank, iRescue Lending Program. And livelihood seeding program, negosyo, serbisyo sa barangay, yan. Pati yung DOLE, nagkaroon ng DOLE Integrated Livelihood Kabuhayan Program last year. Okay? So, and of course, one other way, of course, is that getting loan. Ano pang nangyari na biggest thing sa mga negosyo? It was to go digital, right? Talaga naman, like yung pinag-usapan namin ni Miss Jenny, you should go digital with your business. Because more customers are staying at home now and glued to their mobile devices, whether it's a cell phone, tablet, their desktop. People are just glued to the gadgets or devices that you have. So, sa bahay, kahit sa party ka ng bahay, nakatutok tayo sa ating mga cellphone most of the time. And that's why businesses are advised to go digital and go online. This could be what the new normal might look like, diba? Even after lockdown, after this pandemic situation. More people are attuned sa online, right? Kasi ito na ang buhay natin talaga. Nakadikit na nitong pandemya na to ang buhay online, actually, really. Technology, thank God for it. We are able to survive and fend in this pandemic because of technology, because of the internet. We have to think of creative ways to adapt to changing our marketing trends. What can you do to provide value to your customers during and after the pandemic, diba? Offer your product or service online. Yan ang sabi natin, diba? Turn your brick and mortar store or your physical stores into an online business. Mag-transition na tayo kasi nga more millions and millions of people all over the world are online. Dahil sa pandemic na to, and lalo na because we're asked to stay home, okay? You can accept orders online through social media or e-commerce platforms. The e-commerce business has proliferated, right? If you're selling a service, kunyari tutoring, yoga classes, Zumba, life coaching, you can bring it to your clients through video conferencing apps like Zoom or Skype. Diba? Yung pagtuturo, yung pagko-coach, pagto-training, from going to the physical offices or physical homes, pwede na lahat online. Virtual nga lang, pero face-to-face pa rin, right? Hindi mo lang mahawakan, pero, you can teach it, you can continue your jobs online. Take your inspiration na lang from me, okay? That before, kasi our company, Media Whiteboard, we used to go to offices to train, to do corporate training, to do English mastery training. But now, we do this online, right? And and like now, like what I'm doing now to you, I used to write in the newspaper to talk about technology and about being a mom and about being a woman in this world and society and how we can fend. And now I'm doing it digitally, right? So there is a way, okay, to improve your businesses by going online, right? So yan ang ating mga words of ano lang, of encouragement, right? So what kinds of business are thriving and surviving, okay? Ang DTI nagpalabas ng circular or ng article about local brands that are surviving, no? Nung the ang kasi nga true to its mandate of assisting micro, small, and medium-sized businesses in the Philippines, ang merong support from DTI to stand on their own and find their niche in the local and international markets. Yung DTI has been in the forefront of bolstering growth of the Filipino MSMEs by implementing programs and projects sa pandemic na to. Among ano yung mga projects na ginawa ng DTI to help? Among this is the Buy Local or Go Local advocacy campaign, which has turned into a familiar catchphrase to ignite patronage of Filipino products, right? The DTI launched the Buy Local, Go Local initiative amid the COVID-19 health crisis to call on Filipinos to support economic recovery by prioritizing yung pagbibili ng local products against imported ones na ino-order natin sa Lazada, Shopee, or Amazon or whatever. Despite the past year being filled with challenges tsaka setbacks, especially for small businesses, there were those who managed to thrive and survive. Here are ano ang mga companies na to at anong mga negosyo ang nag-survive noong 2020. Oh So Healthy by Innovative Packaging. In case the name Oh So Healthy rings a bell, it's because the products of ito ay Valenzuela-based enterprise. Itong company nito, Innovative Packaging, has become a common sight on the shelves of convenience stores and supermarkets all over the Philippines. The proudly Pinoy brand also made its way to Singapore, Hong Kong, South Korea, and Australia. Ang Oh So Healthy, makikita niyan yung packaging sa Beauty Manila. Ang daming in-order ko dyan. Gusto ko yung kanilang banana chips or yung chips nila. They offer all natural and guilt-free snacks made from fruits and vegetables that are abundant in our country like mango, jackfruit, pineapple, guava, ube, tsaka sweet potato. Ang ganda ng mga packaging nila, right? Okay, pakita ko nga. Let me see. Let me see if I can show you. Oh So Healthy. I'm sure familiar kayo kasi, yun na nga, nakita ko imported na rin to eh. Because they were able to sell online. Okay, pakita natin ha. Hold on. Let me just show you yung Oh So Healthy because I'm sure familiar kayo dito. Alright, I'm just gonna get it. Sandali lang. Because I want you to see. So, because rin kasi itong si Oh So Healthy is being offered in different platforms, even sa imported na platform. And they were able to survive the pandemic. Okay, asa na ba si Oh So Healthy? There you go. There. I'm sure. There you go. See? Oh So Healthy. Oh. Alam niyo yung mga products na yan, right? Yan. Si Oh So Healthy, they offer all natural and guilt-free snacks made from fruits and vegetables. So, they were able to penetrate Singapore, Hong Kong, South Korea, and Australia by going digital. Alright? Okay, yan. See? So, yan ang mga negosyo na nag-ano. Kasi, connected sila sa pag-online buying, in-offer nila yung kanilang produkto, right? Ano pa? Ano pa yung mga kumpanya? Sagana by Lick the Spoon. Sagana, the Tagalog word that means bountiful, reflects what Lick the Spoon aims to showcase, okay, with its bottled food specialty. Ito naman, ang Sagana, the Bulacan-based business has a wide range of gourmet food naman, with ingredients that are mostly from different Filipino produce. Ano naman itong Sagana? Ito yung mga gourmet tuyo, diba? Gourmet tinapa, yung mga ganyang pagkain. Diba? Ang dami nowadays online na binibenta. So si Sagana, ayan ang ginawa. They went digital also, right? And offered their food and products online, right? So yeah. So yan ang mga businesses na nag-thrive last year in this pandemic. Na hanggang ngayon ay they're still doing a killing on the online ordering market, right? Because they've gone digital. Yan, see, that's Sagana, right? Gourmet tinapa, gourmet, everything, right? So yan yung mga negosyo na nagpe-fend pa rin, nabubuhay nitong pandemic. Na still going good, going great, okay? Kasi ayun ang kailangan nyo lang gawin kasi to go to digital is to be creative and gandahan nyo rin yung packaging, gandahan nyo rin yung pag-promote, right? From the packaging to the food itself, ito kagaya nito, Sagana is a brand that promotes Filipino identity. Its best sellers include their own take on Pinay staple food like spicy tinapa and tomato sauce, gourmet daing with tanglad, gourmet bagoong with spicy chocolate, imagine that, and so much more. Ay, masubukan nga. Oh my goodness. Ano pa? IIDA Farms by Muy Bien Ventures Company Inc. Turmeric, ayan. Sumikat ang turmeric, di ba, a few years ago na as a panglaban sa pamamaga, panglaban sa high blood, pati sa diabetes yata. Turmeric drink is the flagship product of IIDA Farms by Muy Bien Ventures, an enterprise hailing from Sagay, Negros Occidental, established in 2013 that also offers herbal teas and spices and natural juices, okay? Their healthy and innovative turmeric tea with calamansi juice, diba? Ang sarap. Received the Katha Award for Best New Product for Beverages at the 11th edition of the International Food Exhibition in 2017. Ayan ang turmeric na Ida Farms turmeric. Ginger lemongrass. Ang sarap naman. Naisip ko pa lang na nalalasahan ko na. Okay? Ano pang nag-thrive nitong last year na industries or business? Theo and Philo Artisans Chocolate by Theo and Philo Chocolate Factory. Okay? Filipino-made pure chocolates are gaining traction in the international market. And among those that made this possible is Theo and Philo Chocolate Factory from San Juan City, Manila. Okay? Sige, gusto nyo makita? Alright. Kunin natin ulit para makita natin kung ano itsura nitong Theo. I'm sure na nyo na yan. Okay? Alright. Okay. Let me show you si Theo. Okay. Kunin ko ulit. Alright? Okay, let's grab it to show you yung Theo and Philo business. Chocolate stock. There you go. Okay, ayan. Alright? Well, nakakain na ba kayo nito? Theo and Philo, ang ganda ng packaging, right? Social. Pwedeng panlaban talaga sa international market. From chocolate bars to baking ingredients, award-winning Theo and Philo sees to it that the Philippine culture is etched in the taste and the overall presentation of their products. Tingnan nyo na ang packaging. Ang ganda, right? Apart from the usual variants, Theo and Philo also has dark chocolate with green mango. Ang ganda, di ba? Salt and dark chocolate with labuyo, siling labuyo. And milk chocolate with adobo, made from ingredients that are sourced straight from the Filipino farmers. Ang ganda ng packaging. Very, very eclectic. Ang ganda. I love it. Gusto ko yan. Hindi ko pa natikman to Online lang ba ito nabibili? Di ba? So yan ang Theo and Philo na chocolate. Alright? Good job. Alright? Okay, sabi na tayo dito. Okay? Yan yung mga produkto. Alright? So, marami pa. There is also the pastillas. Okay? Yung Pastillas by Madge Sweet Shop. From starting as a home-based business in 2014, ang Maj Sweet Shop from Malolos, Bulacan climbed its way to the mainstream market with its sweet and delectable creamy and toasted variants of pastillas. Ito yung toasted pastillas, right? Okay. Maj, M-A-J. Their products are available in supermarkets nationwide and of course on various e-commerce platforms like Shopee, right? Ayan. Maj Toasted Pastillas. Ano pa? Manila Chocolatier by Ralph and Matthew. Chocolate din to ulit. Authentic local flavors fused with chocolate pralines. This is what Manila Chocolatier by Ralph and Matthew wants to bring closer to more and more Filipinos. Diba? Joining the ranks of Filipino chocolatier companies promoting bean-to-bar goodness internationally, Manila Chocolatier is known for its pralines made with cacao from Davao, carrying flavors of leche flan, buko pandan, barako coffee, pili nut, lambonog, and its special ube chocolate with halaya. Oh my gosh, right? Gusto rin yung makita yung itsura niya? Sige na nga. Although, it takes some time before I can put it, but let me show you kasi nakakaaliw. These are Filipino products that have made it also internationally because they have gone online to sell their products, right? So, tingnan natin ang itsura ng chocolatier na ito. Okay? Nasa na siya? There you go. There, see? Look at that, right? Look at their flavors. Barako coffee, salabat, muscovado nougat. Okay? This is Manila Chocolatier, right? Okay. Hailing from different parts of the Philippines, these brands are a testament, diba? Itong mga sinabi ko, to how the Buy Local, Go Local campaign delivers more opportunities for MSMEs located in the provinces. And this covers a big percentage, a significant percentage of the overall MSMEs landscape in the country. Kaya nga yung kapatid kong si Jenny at yung husband niyan si George, meron silang kalye negosyo. They're going all across the land before the pandemic. They were going all across the country to mentor people with products like this and help them establish it and make it into a brand. Right, of course, now in this day and age of the pandemic and of course of technology, they have now transferred kalye negosyo to Zoom, right? And meeting Google Meets and Skype. Nagtuturo na rin sila ulit nagme-mentor but through the internet na, right? Okay? So that's what these are the businesses that did well in the pandemic last year, okay? Na who've gone international, right? Okay. So thank you so much. Hello there, Jake. Thank you for coming. Kala ko hindi mo na ako namimiss. Thank you, Jake. I was just talking about the businesses that were doing well, that did well or survived last year's 2020 lockdown and pandemic. Okay? Ano ang impact ba ng COVID-19? So, marami. Okay? Sa key industries. Okay? It really affected a lot sa ating economy. But then, that's why nga we restarted the economy by opening up the businesses. Pero ito ngang pending or looming ECQ ang nakakatakot kasi nakakabangan pa lang tayo ang iba sa atin and most of us, pag in-ECQ tayo, wala. Maapektuhan na naman ang cash flow. Okay? Kasi nga sabi nila, I have... What happened? Wait. This is news, okay? As of March 18, 2021, okay, from the Inquirer.net, okay? Sabi, COVID-19 impact. Key industries revenues registered 12.4% negative growth, okay? Yan ang sabi. The prolonged pandemic-induced recession and quarantine slashed major industries revenues as well as private construction projects in the fourth quarter of 2020. Itong sabi ng PSA or the last statistics from PSA. In a report yesterday, March 18, bagong-bago pa lang, the PSA said the gross revenue index of major industries slid 12.4% year-on-year from October to December 2020, reversing the 3.2% growth posted a year ago. The fourth quarter contraction in industry revenues gradually narrowed compared to the third quarter 13.1% year-on-year decline, and the second year's 26.8% fall when 75% of the economy went on a standstill as the most stringent COVID-19 lockdown in the region was imposed from mid-March to May last year. Okay? Sabi ng PSA, the sectors which posted the biggest drops in revenues included other services like transportation, storage and communication, real estate, and electricity, gas, and water supply. As the companies were earning less, and there were less jobs and workers' salaries also took a hit. The total employment index shrank by 10.3% year-on-year, and total compensation index declined by 8.7% during the fourth quarter of 2020. Although a slower pace compared to contractions in the second and third quarters happened, no? The biggest pay cuts were inflicted on workers in these sectors: construction, which came down to 27.1%, transportation, storage and communication down to 25.2%, other services down to 15.7%, and trade and industry down to 8.1%. In a separate report last Thursday or yesterday, the PSA said the number of construction projects based on building permits nationwide dropped to 20.9%. Oo nga, marami ang construction na nahinto, marami ang nawala ng trabaho. It dropped 20.9% year-on-year to 31,026 in the fourth quarter of 2020 from 39,242 a year ago. In terms of value naman, the 62.96 billion worth of residential, non-residential addition and alteration or repair projects was 46.36% lower than 2019's 118.1 billion. So ayan ang naapektuhan masyado ang construction, right? Okay? But like we said, we have tried to move on and we are resilient. We are moving on from this, right? At ang sinabi nating mga different ways to do that and fend in this new normal, paano magsusurvive ang mga business, in summary and in retrospect, rethink your business model, okay? It's only reasonable na isipin nyo, mag-replan kayo, mag-re-strategize, okay? In fact, kasi a lot of big name businesses have tweaked their offerings. Yung mga services na binibigay nyo, yung mga products na binibigay nyo, rini-examine nyo na, di ba? Rini-evaluate, tsaka rini-plan nyo na ang strategies no, to sell your products and services. O iniba nyo ba? Binawasan nyo ba ang product line nyo or dinagdagan based on the need, based on the current need, and based on the current behavior of the buying people right now or the consumer? Di ba sinabi natin yan? Tingnan natin yung trends, tingnan natin yung behavior, obserbahan natin, stock natin yung ating mga dating clients. If they're on social media, tingnan natin ang buying patterns, trending nila, or try to think of how they're thinking, their buying capacity and their buying behavior, right? The question is how, right? For small businesses, we said, remember the business value proposition, okay? Customers keep going back to a business for a reason, right? You know, if the reason is still there for them as post-pandemic or after, before the normal life, kung kayo ay kailangan pa rin nila, yung service nyo or yung products nyo is something that they still need in this new normal, huwag kayo mag-worry. Kasi sabihin, kasali pa rin kayo sa kanilang pagsusupport at pagpatronize, right? Business owners need to keep that reason in mind while trying out new ways to deliver their service. Customers keep going to you for the reason, for what products and for what service, okay? Importante pa rin, listen to your customers. Keep listening. Don't stop being mindful of them, okay? Kunyari, a local coffee shop may have lost its old customers or its old patrons. who are mostly employees, kunyari, that work nearby. Yung mga negosyo na malapit sa eskwelahan, lalo na yun, mga malapit sa eskwelahan, nagsarado sila kasi walang nag-aaral ng face-to-face. Due to companies allowing, kasi nga, pati rin yung mga trabahante, mga trabahador, nabawasan yung dati nalang customers kasi a lot of people are working from home, okay? So there's always ways to cater to this. Yun na nga, yung delivery ng pagkain, right? Go online, add delivery to your service, okay? Bring your products to them, to their homes, right? Okay. So I'd like to say hello to those people watching, all right? I don't see the names as usual. Utik-utik yung pagtaas ng pangalan, but thank you very much for joining me today. Very much. Thank you. And we're still on the subject and wrapping up on the subject of adapting to this new normal and how we have survived through the year 2020, living in this pandemic situation. Okay, so wrapping up my advice and ways of doing business. Okay, create an online presence. Please go on social media, use it to your advantage. Kung may Facebook account kayo, kung may Twitter, use it to your advantage as a business. Kung wala pa, please make your own website, make your own Facebook page or a YouTube channel for your company. Create an online presence. But of course, like as Miss Jenny said the other day, it doesn't stop there. Just creating a page for Facebook doesn't end there. You have to do your own marketing. You have to, kung hindi ka tech savvy, tanong mo sa pamangkin mo, tanong mo sa anak mo, na nowadays mas tech savvy sa inyo, right? Make your anak or your pamangkin your social media manager, because you have to promote yourself online. You just don't create a social media page and sit there and wait for your customers to happen. Kasi to come. Because yun lang ang ma-attract mo. Kung kunyari ang friends mo lang, 50 friends. No, be there on Facebook, use their Facebook business page, because for minimal costs, you can promote yourself online. Okay. Speaking of efficiency, one industry that's likely to be the most profitable despite the pandemic is technology. Okay, we have to admit, right? Excuse me, excuse me. Brick and mortar businesses that didn't have a clue about an online presence are now finding themselves online, because this is the way to go. The way to go is digital. The way to go is online. Have your presence seen there. Pakita kayo sa tao on social media. Gamitin nyo yung 5,000 friends nyo, right? Na mag-refer sa inyo to another 5,000 friends and another 5,000 friends to promote your business, to promote your service that you are offering. It's high time offline businesses embrace digital transformation, right? With open arms, yung mga manual ang negosyo, please arm yourself with technology. Make technology work for you, right? Kung wala kayong computer, mamura na lang ngayon ng computer, mag-invest kayo to go online, pati magpakabit kayo ng internet, all right? Because the way to go now, especially in this pandemic, is to do business online. But where do they get started? Okay, how do you get started? Create a business website or a social media page, or download an app. Okay. Being on social media isn't enough to get a business goods out there, especially since competition has become very, very stiff. Ang dami na talaga ng online negosyo. It's been tougher than ever. It is now tougher than ever. Having an e-commerce website or an app where customers can make direct transaction makes business more convenient for both sides. So kung small business ka lang, hindi mo kailangan mag-e-commerce or mag-professional website right away, kasi mahal yung mga big companies yan, nasa e-commerce. Or mag-social mag-Facebook ka. You just need Facebook actually for starters. And belong to those platforms. Sumali ka, maging resell or reseller ka sa platforms like Lazada, Shopee. Of course, they don't charge, but they actually, charge na rin, so to speak, yan. They get a little bit of a commission from your sales if you are to post your goods and services on their platform, which is like Lazada, eBay, mga ganyan, Amazon, Shopee. doon ka maging reseller. Okay? Don't forget about online marketing, right? Like I said, hindi enough na magkaroon ka na ng Facebook page, kala mo okay na yon. Hindi. There's a reason some brands have become more well-known than others and in this pandemic. Okay? Napos yata ang aking broadcasting. But anyway, let's not forget about keeping our offline methods on par. The reason why some of these companies are popular now is because they market where the customers are found online, right? That's why yung ating marketing skills on face-to-face, i-transfer natin online. In this age of social media, brands need to level up their products and packaging to cater to a modern audience. Kagaya ng mga pinakita kong packaging yan, no? Diba ang ganda ng packaging ng Manila Chocolatier, tsaka ng Theo and Phil. It's all about packaging din at itsura, pati sa so healthy. Enticing yung kanilang packaging, right? So getting unique custom packaging for your product promotes a business branding. And kunyari hindi pagkain, even yung when you're selling training, when you're selling consultancies, maganda rin na ang marketing materials nyo maganda and calling attention. The words that you use, the buzzwords, the copy that you use in your online ads matter. It has to be catchy, it has to be engaging, right? Okay? Ano pa? Paano tayo magta-thrive ng mga negosyo in this new normal? Okay? Transitioning online is a huge leap. Ito yung malaking hakbang para sa kahit na anong negosyo. But it's doable, okay? And profitable nowadays, okay? Ano pa? Involve your employees, diba? Ang mga may-ari ng negosyo aren't the only ones affected by the pandemic. Of course, the employees are because they are also fighting their own battles. But if employers are transparent and honest and upfront with their team, kunyari, explain nyo na i-retain nyo pa yung trabaho nyo pero magka-cut down lang tayo ng konti sa sweldo. Like in other countries, they retain their employees pero they report to work na lang 3 times a week or yung iba or kaya working from home 3 times a week. Sasabihin nila, hindi ka mawawalan ng trabaho pero bababaan lang natin muna for now ang sweldo till we've gained our footing at mag-level up tayo ulit. Meron ganyang usap. Basta engage, at least make them aware of what the situation, right? Employees also make a great resource for excellent business ideas, right? After all, they're the frontliners of your business and know the hands-on operations better than anyone else. Listen to them, okay? Get their feedback, get their opinion. Business owners should learn to keep them on the loop for any business adjustments during this new normal, lalo na ngayon, right? Lalo na sa panahon na ito. Ano pa ang importante dito sa pandemya is to maintain partnerships. Maintain partnerships and also build new relationships and also build a new network. Widen your network, widen your horizons, and also look for other sources of your revenue stream, okay? And also funding, right? So maintain partnerships, maintain old relationships, and build new ones, okay? That's important in this new normal. Business owners should think about maintaining stronger relationships with their merchants and suppliers during these times, okay? One way to do this, is to enlist new services while maintaining yung luma. Tsaka yun na nga sinabi ni Miss Jenny kapon, yung mga nagsarado na kasi iba na suppliers, matuto na tayo doon na we have to have a backup plan palagi. Hindi lang isang supplier ng source ng something that we need and use in our business daily. So, have several ones para mayroon kayong backup, okay? For instance, a business owner can build partnerships, right? For instance, kunyari, a business owner can partner with a local delivery service, to help deliver online orders to customers. Mag-partner kayo dun sa isang local delivery. For when, kunyari, yung mga refilling station, right? Mag-partner sa kanya ang mga restaurant para to help them maintain their day-to-day operations. So those things, okay? This isn't only keeping each other's businesses afloat, nagtutulungan pa tayo, nagbabayanihan tayo, is developing a sense of community to thrive. Paano tayo mag-thrive or magsusurvive dito sa panahon na to, right? Tulungan talaga, bayanihan, B-U-Y, yanihan, right? Yan ang importante ngayon. To support each other, help each other, encourage each other so that we can move on and live and be resilient in this time, right? Tapos yun nga, kung may mga ayuda man galing sa gobyerno, okay, gamitin natin sa tamang pamamaraan at saka, wisely, use it wisely. Okay? Ang mga SMEs, right, like I said, may mga loans na inibigay para mag-start up. So doon sa mga gusto mag-umpisa, try to start up a business with very minimal costs. And ito sa mga yan is of course yung cooking, right? Cooking of a dish or cooking dishes or food na pwede mong i-offer online, right? Because nowadays, ang daming naging cook, ang daming naging plantitas, right? Maraming naging jardineros, and then they even sell the plants online, right? Or exchange or give gifts na plants and food. Yan ang mga nagtathrive na negosyo nowadays. So, looking back, right? We have to know, okay, if there's one good thing that entrepreneurs can make out of this year that passed, it's knowing that na-realize mo, nire-examine mo yung sarili mo, nire-assess mo yung negosyo mo, nire-assess mo yung capability mo. Because in this new normal, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot more people also have also thought about getting new careers, new businesses, new jobs, and na-realize nila that they are capable of doing so much more and doing something else also. Because they adapt to a tough economy. We are resilient. The Filipinos are resilient. We have seen many storms. We have seen many calamities. At bumabangon tayo. Kasi ito, we take this pandemic as a challenge that will make us a lot wiser and make us more strategic in our planning sa ating mga negosyo at sa buhay, right? Hindi lang sa negosyo, atin sa bahay, sa ating relationship sa ating mga pamilya. It has strengthened and tightened our relationships because most people are working from home. Diba? Nung araw, masyadong busy ang isa't isa. Hindi na kayo nakakapag-dinner, lunch, or breakfast together as a family. But because of this pandemic, families were brought closer together. Even families from far away, right? We talk to each other using Zoom, Skype, or whatever way. We value more ang presence ng pamilya sa buhay natin because of this situation. Because we check each other, we make sure that people are healthy, and then every day that we wake up to a new day makes us thankful that we are alive and we have survived and we are surviving, right? Let's just imagine and think that better days are coming. Tama na nga yung pag-iisip sa kung anong nawala sa atin and mull over what we have lost. We should make not make do, but make the most out of what we have, right? And plan things ahead to make sure that we can do so much more and look at things that we can do to improve our current situation and to move on. And let's be prepared for the fact na magpapatuloy pa rin ang gantong pamumuhay. We don't know when this is going to end. We don't know how this is going to end. But what we have to do is think of how we are living in this present situation, right? And what we are doing to improve our current situation. Thank you so very much for joining me this whole week that we have discussed and we have talked about how we adapt and thrive in this new normal. If there was ever a year to look back and reflect upon, it was 2020, right? It breezed through. Mabilis na dumaan ang 2020. Para ka lang na malikmata actually. So much has happened this year. It seemed like such a short year because ang daming nangyari na parang gumanon lang yung buhay, no? Natapos na ng ganyan. And for a lot of people, it's very trying times. For me also, so many things happened, very surreal. And I lost my father last year in July, not because of COVID, but in the COVID period of pandemic. But he died peacefully and led a good life at 93. And for us, he thought about us as a family dahil hindi naman siya naratay at nagkasakit at hindi nga na ospital. But that was very strange for me. But we have coped up with that. At yun na nga yung mga negosyo ng kapatid ko dito sa Pilipinas, apektuhan, and even, but in my case, okay, I actually have more work than before the COVID-19 period. I have so much work that I do that I'm practically working 24/7 because I have the capacity and the opportunity to do that. And I'm thankful with that. And it's all online what I do, right? I teach, I speak, I do consultations all online. And maaari natin gawin yan. Okay? Thank you very much for the people that came to join me today. At maraming salamat. At ulitin ko lang yung mga birthday greetings ko. Happy birthday, Miss Celeste Legaspi, Miss Kula Desma, March 16. Miss Celeste Legaspi was yesterday, March 17. Happy birthday, Julia Montes today. And of course, happy birthday to Sam Ortiz. Happy birthday also to Girly Rodis and Tita Baby K. Jimenez. Happy birthday. Joe Constantino. Who else? Tita Marivic Suarez. Happy birthday. And maraming Tita Heidi Lakap also last March 16. And hello to the Lakap family who always are supportive. And thank you for welcoming me and my son to Pampanga with open arms and into your family. And of course, my Bautista family, I miss you so much. And my Bautista and Celestino family. Mabuhay tayong lahat. And of course, always keep the faith, hope, and love alive in your hearts. Baghay kaya. Yeah, and I moved to Pampanga. Come here. I want my hubby to say hello, please, bago ako mag-goodbye, because we're ending the show. Say hello. They can't see
Hello.
you. There is Jenny Lakap. Thank you very much. Hindi ka nila makita. There. There. There he is. And happy weekend, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe, okay? Thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you. And this has been Buhay Online with Jay Bautista, soon to be Lakap. And wishing you a good weekend and be safe. Faith, hope, and love. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, everyone.
Inyong
Ang daming
natunghayan
hearts.
at
Love you
napakinggan
too, Jay.
ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Stream Cast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po.